Physical. To have that come to a screeching halt was something I really couldn't live with. Physically, mentally, and emotionally, I was totally a grumpy old man. When I got my Teeter, that's when it all changed for me. And the more I worked my back, the more relief my back gave me. And that's when I knew that this machine really works. It's so simple and yet so effective. If it wasn't for the Teeter, I wouldn't be the person I am today. It put the smile back on my face. If I was face to face with Roger Teeter, I would cry like a baby because what he gave me was my life back. And I thank him. I thank him for that.
You can just tell me in person.
Oh, God. Thank you, sir. I didn't know you were going to be here.
I love my job, and it's because of testimonies like yours. I wrecked my back, and Inversion changed my life. This is not a gimmick. We're not just selling product. We're selling a changed lifestyle.
Yes.
So many people have written off their ability to move freely because of old age. No, it's the long-term effects of gravity combined with lifestyle, posture, and a whole lot of other things. Teeter's a way to fight back against that.
I can't thank you enough.
Boy, it gets me every single time. Life through the lens of a character, a gentleman that had an extraordinary experience with Teeter. Well, it's our great pleasure, Amy and I, to present our finale item for the Friday night show. If you are somebody who is at home right now and went through another day of struggle because of debilitating back pain, aches, just agonizing issues that perhaps have plagued you for a long time, there is a product that's going to help give you temporary relief. Brought to us, well, it actually started back in 1981. The longest running fitness product on HSN is this one. Brought to us by the man himself, Mr. Roger Teeter. Roger, sir, how are you?
Hi, Adam. Great to be here.
Oh, my gosh. Roger, you are always full of life, and it's because of this.
I changed my life. You know, I wrecked my back 40 years ago, and when I say wrecked, on worst days, I couldn't even get out of bed. I had to crawl hands and knees into the shower to get hot water in my back just to be able to stand up. Nothing helped until I found Inversion. The relief I got was temporary, but it lasted longer and was more effective than anything else I tried. And by doing it on a regular basis, I've been virtually pain-free. In fact, I'm doing the same things that caused the back pain in the past, and I'm enjoying it with my grandkids.
And it's not just you, Roger. This is hundreds and thousands of testimonials over the years.
Yeah, we've sold 2.5 million products. You know, it changes lives. And we've gotten recognition I just want to share with you.
Please, please.
Because Teeter is so unique. First of all, it is FDA registered.
Yes.
Teeter is the only brand at FDA registered as a Class 1 medical device, and Teeter is indicated for these 10 common causes and some very serious causes: back pain, sciatica, spinal degenerative joints disease, that's the same as osteoarthritis, spinal curvature due to tight muscles, muscle tension, herniated disc, degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, Facet syndrome, and muscle spasm. And the reason Teeter can deal with such a variety of back pain problems is it relieves back pain 4 different ways. The really unique thing, it decompresses. It uses your own body weight with your ankles clamped, and your own body weight causes you to elongate 1 to 2 inches. That's real numbers. And as those joints open up, those weight-bearing joints, if you got a pinched nerve sciatica, take the pressure off. Now, and here, when you're relaxing those tense, tired muscles, that can be a cause of back pain.
Sure. Stretching
and relaxing those. As you relax, you will elongate. Look at that spine straightening out. If there's a misalignment, it'll recorrect. There you get an idea. See how the joints open up?
Yeah.
If you have a pinched nerve, you take the pressure off.
Right.
Less pressure is less pain. This deals with the problem naturally. You know, at the source, in your own home, 3 to 5 minutes.
There's no gimmick to it, Roger. It's real. What you're saying, that's how it works.
No, it's totally straightforward. Virtually all back problems are mechanically related to gravity, your lifestyle, your posture. This is a mechanical fix to a mechanical problem.
Well, I want everybody to know, because we only have 15 minutes in this presentation, Amy and I had asked for Roger to be here from the very beginning of the Friday night show. We adore this product and have done for a long time. Here's why we're excited. This is Roger's high-end table, top class, top drawer, the one with all the features, all the bells and all the whistles, the one that comes virtually fully assembled. Tonight, we're offering this top-end table for the price of Roger's entry-level table. That's big. So if you and I went to the regular store and we had the $329 to spend, we would walk away with the very basic table. Roger, this is full of upgrades.
Absolutely. You know, for example, this Easy Reach handle, that's a $100 upgrade on its own. And and micro adjustments. We've got a comfort dial foot platform. These foot clamps are extremely comfortable. They're ergonomically shaped.
Yeah.
And this table, you know, has been renamed because of the new look, the new colors, but most important is a totally re-engineered bed to make it more comfortable.
Yeah.
You can't put foam on it.
No.
Because that interferes with body slide, and you need a smooth surface that encourages decompression. We lifted the bed off the frame and mounted it on 8 suspension points so that it's a floating bed.
Right.
Look at this. You sink into it like 1.5 inches.
Yeah.
And even when you're upside down and mobilizing it, it moves with you. Lumbar bridge. This can be put in any position, any height, and it has a unique advantage because I like to set it real low, not in the middle of the back, but that kind of grabs the butt and squares your hips. You know, it's the first thing a chiropractor does is square your hips.
Sure.
Before you start the decompression, also the Acupressure Nodes, which can go in any one of these slots, 8 of them, 2 in each of 4 sizes, to get those knots in your back.
The other thing as well, I don't think, Roger, even you saw this, we're offering our most generous flex pay tonight of 6 flex pay, which means $54 and change to get it home. I want to tackle 2 misconceptions right now. First misconception is that you have to fully invert to get the benefits. Wrong. Second misconception is that you need to be on it for minutes and minutes and minutes. Roger, 3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes. And with this other upgrade, you know, we've got these oversized handles. We also have traction handles. These allow you to set the tether strap at a preset angle. Let's say you stop yourself. You cannot go further than that angle. And then you can use the traction handles and use arm power to further decompress your body as though you were in full inversion. Right. You know, or work up to this angle. You don't need to go beyond this. There's a grip on the floor that allows you to grab and pull and stretch yourself.
There's so much I want to get to. I want to tackle safety as well, but we'll run through this idea of decompressing the spine, temporarily realigning the spine and the joints, giving you that opportunity to rehydrate your discs, you know, relaxing tense muscles. You might have been on your feet all day long, running around after the kids or at work, whether it's morning, noon, or night. It's incredible. And it's not just us, the end users, it's the doctors also. Doctors across America have nothing but wonderful things to say about Teeter.
So when you decompress, there is a lengthening of the spine. And by doing so, with a greater disc height, you've got more room for the nerves, there's less compression with the facet joints, and the spine is just much happier.
For the past 53 years, I've been a neurosurgeon with a major interest in chronic pain and dealing with many patients with back pain. Most patients tell me if they use their Teeter inversion table on a regular basis, they simply feel much better. No one has to do anything to you, and I think it's a very natural way to deal with the problem.
I mean, incredible. When you hear this, Roger, it must make you feel amazing as well. The accolades.
That's why I'm still doing this at 80. That's my pay. You know, it changes lives. It changed mine. You know, you set it, it's adjustable from 4'8" to 6'6", 300-pound capacity. You adjust it, and you control it by balance. Now, if this is too much movement for you, you can use the oversized handles to walk yourself back. Remember, you have that tether strap that allows you to preset your maximum angle, or set your angle at a shallow angle and then use these traction handles to push and further decompress your body. You do not need to go to full inversion. If you can, this is my ideal. Work up to this angle. You know you're there because you got this hand grip here to pull and push yourself into shape. Full inversion, you don't need to go there unless unless somebody in the family wants to work on core strength with
he's
crunches,
showing off.
inverted squats.
Oh, boy.
You know, when you're over 80 like I am, it's functional fitness that counts. That means joints that work so that you can keep up with the grandkids, do a round of golf, you know, gardening, and if you don't feel like, if you don't jump, you'll feel like you can. Bring on those grandkids.
I hope Roger doesn't ask me to start doing those. But I tell you, the reality is, and I'll get on in a moment so you can see, it's brilliant. One of the things that we all face is the aging spine. And Roger, that is something we can't get away from. As we age, so does our spine.
But we can fight back. This figure is not changing body weight, but he sure is changing body shape. As we get older, we lose height. As we lose height, we bulge out in the center.
Yes.
It's a compression wrinkle. It's not all weight gain. You know, but look, the big deal is the fact that older person has lost height in the soft tissue of the joints.
Yeah.
That's where your flexibility is, your shock absorption, the ability to be active, to get on the floor and play with the grandkids, for me, water skiing.
Yeah.
You know, that's my sport. I'm putting the boat in next week.
Yay!
And ski with my grandkids. You know, that's the fun. All right, this is a study done by Dr. Nackimson in Gutenberg University. You saw that bright light?
Yeah.
It's the location of a surgically implanted pressure sensor, pressure reading in the upper right-hand corner. And then everybody in the study went to different body positions and saw what the pressure change was. Bend over, it doubles. But you knew that.
Right.
Did you know that? Sitting in good posture, 50% higher load than standing, and there you are. There's your recipe for back pain. 250% load over standing.
Yeah.
You've taken the load off your muscles, you've dumped it on your back. In fact, it's our lifestyle. Well, here, last point. 25% you take to bed with you.
Yep.
That's because it's not caused by the construction of the spine, but by it is caused by the construction of the spine, not by gravity. You've got hundreds and hundreds of ligaments, 140 muscles. They stabilize the spine, but they hold it in background compression like rubber bands. Those rubber bands are strong. That's why you need to go to an angle, you know, 60 degrees ideally, use the traction handles and decompress the body, taking the pressure off those pinched nerves. And
it's 3 to 5 minutes every day to get a feeling of vitality and youth. And when we said about being debilitating, the truth of the matter is some of the most emotional phone calls I've ever heard on HSN has been for Teeter and the FitSpine table, because it's real. If you have issues day in and day out, and these might be recent issues or things that you've lived with for many, many years, there is a reason why Teeter is the #1 and longest running fitness product on HSN's network, period. There's never been a more successful fitness product. The reviews are truly what has kept it alive and running because they are in abundance. Everybody that tries it typically says, oh my gosh, this changed my life, just like we saw in the opening video. If you order it tonight, of course, it's the only presentation of the day. Roger and Riley, his daughter, and Matt over there came in for this show and this show alone for this Friday. You get it on our most generous flex pay, $54 and change. And don't forget, you're ordering the high-end table. You can find the Teeter table for $329. Typically, that is the entry-level model. Yours is the high end with all the bells and whistles, and it comes virtually fully assembled, which is, of course, a wonderful extra bonus that you get. Roger, people of all ages feel the benefits. That's the truth.
Absolutely. Young, old, top athletes, couch potatoes, we're all under gravity. And it's our lifestyle that's the problem. Too much sitting, weak muscles, and stress. That is the recipe for back pain. And it kind of compounds itself in the sense that if you've got back pain or you're afraid you'll trigger another episode of back pain, you're not active. You are less active. That means your muscles lose more tone and they become more likely to have a problem. Teeter deals with the problem naturally at the source, 3 to 5 minutes. And when you get rid of that pain, you'll start to feel like being active, and by doing it on a regular basis, you'll build up a resistance to further incidents.
Yes, yes.
And then you'll be able to be active, get that muscle tone back, get your posture back. Poor posture is unattractive. And move gracefully like a young person. Don't give away your age by how you move.
But Roger, one of the things that really was the icing on the cake for you guys was the FDA and being registered. That's the proof right there.
Right. Teeter is a Class 1 medical device, and it is registered by FDA for 10 common causes of back pain. And I want to go through that list again because it is so impressive, I think. First of all, herniated disc, degenerative disc disease, that's the same as osteoarthritis, spinal stenosis, facet syndrome, muscle spasm, sciatica, pinched nerves. I mean, these are the things that cause back pain, and Teeter deals with all of them because it decompresses, takes the pressure off a pinched nerve. When it's decompressed, if it's a misalignment, it'll realign, stretches and relaxes paraspinal muscles, and it helps the disc to rehydrate, to pick up the moisture that it's lost during the day. So when you come up, that disc is a little thicker, and you've got more clearance for those nerves.
Now I'm getting on it so everybody can see. I mean, this is for everybody, and you cannot be afraid. It's comfortable, it's easy, and with the new upgrades, it's better than it's ever been before. And Roger, as you say time and time again, I am not going to fully invert because I don't have to fully invert.
No, you don't need to invert.
Okay.
Get snug, lean back, and you'll know you're there because your feet are just lifting off, and you can use your arm weight, you can use the handles to walk yourself back. You are in total control. Teeter is the only table that has this kind of precision balancing.
I mean, you feel it's when you first do it, it's it's very freeing though, isn't it, Roger?
It's freeing. Well, it decompresses. All of your weight-bearing joints are opening up. It's stretching and relaxing. Get some rosy cheeks as you get some oxygen wash to the upper body. Colleen always says, every time I come up, feel like I just had a facial.
It's the best beauty secret there is. If you've always been on the fence about trying it, make tonight the night. Amy and I were so excited to bring Roger and Riley here with this incredible deal. Because Roger, ultimately, you've been about changing people's lives, and this continues to do it today.
That's it. That's why I'm doing this at 80. My daughter's running the business and her husband, and this has made the difference in my life so that I can play with the grandkids. That's my job. TV and playing with the grandkids.
Amy, what do you think? You impressed? Oh, Amy's got a mouthful of nachos. Wow, some chips. I'm sorry, love, I'm sorry. Thumbs up from Amy.
No, you know what? This is something so many of us suffer with, is back pain all the time, every day. And I almost think that we take, too many pills and this and that to accommodate, right?
Pills cover the symptoms, deal with the symptoms. They don't deal with the problem. Your back's still screaming. You just can't hear it. Now, what good is that?
It's true. And how many times do you say, oh, I wish